Notwithstanding the fact that about a week ago, the Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat, revealed to the National Assembly that roughly $400 million lies in the Federal Reserve Bank in the United States, which makes up the sovereign wealth fund of the country, and which forms proceeds from the sale of the country's oil, the Vice President, Dr. Bharrat Jagdeo, proclaimed on Wednesday night that he doesn't view the country as wealthy.
We don't see ourselves as wealthy as yet. The oil revenue at the magnitude that would see major flows to Guyana. It's not coming for the next few years.
The Vice President was responding at the time to the question of Guyana's foreign policy, given its newfound status as an emerging state on the cusp of wealth and development due to the discovery of large quantities of commercial sweet light crude in its exclusive economic zone offshore. The Vice President, while sounding the call to Guyanese in the diaspora to return to their homeland and make investments, ventured on to say that the citizens of the country ought to live within their means in spite of the country's earnings from oil production, since it would take years before any material wealth could be realized.
$300-400 million a year now. It's not a lot of money, and many people think, oh, the wealth will come tomorrow or it's here today, and suddenly we have to start splurging. We have to live within our means for quite a while into the future.
The Vice President also spoke about protecting the country's oil wealth from politicians, to which end he stated that there needs to be amendments to the Natural Resources Fund Act, and that his government, while adopting a model similar to and not identical to the Norwegian model, will make the act more robust so as to improve accountability and transparency of the nation's oil wealth.
The sovereign wealth fund has to be improved. We have to make it more arm's length. We were critical of it when we were in opposition. It's not structured in a way where it keeps the politicians at arm's length from the management of the resources. That has to evolve into a model similar to the Norwegian model, not identical. We subscribe to the Santiago principles, for transparency in the industry. So we are busy building the architecture.
Dr. Jagdeo also mentioned the possibility of standardizing the production sharing agreement between the country and its operators, current and prospective, in the face of criticisms in that regard.
Maybe a standard public PSA, production sharing agreement, because we have had some criticisms of that too, that Guyana did not get enough in the first one that we signed. So we made sure that we're going to improve that.
The Baker Institute Center for Energy Studies, which facilitated the interview with the Vice President, explores and provides new insights on the role of economics, policy, and regulation in the performance and evolution of energy markets. The Institute provides policymakers, corporate leaders, and the public with quality data-driven analysis of issues that influence energy consumers. Wendell Badrie for the HGB Nightly News.